What up, Dokkanners? The JP side of the game dropped a very interesting little piece of information in their in-game news, and it's got a lot of people chirping and yapping as far as what's going to be coming up on the next Dokkan Festival celebration, New Year's celebration, by the way, 2024. So before we jump in and talk about this crazy new development that's got a lot of people talking, I would like to start this video off by saying I'm sorry. I made a big mistake in my previous video, which, by the way, wasn't even posted yesterday. It was posted 2 days ago, which is a whole nother thing. I wasn't able to drop a video yesterday because I had some personal issues that I was taking care of. But 2 days ago, when I made a video talking about update 5.16.0, I made a huge mistake because when I was talking about the pixel character update, I talked about how, as the rewards are concerned, you would earn a cumulative total of all of the different rewards that you could get up until level 12. That is 100% incorrect. In fact, we know this is incorrect because when JP got the update, they even proved that it's incorrect. But what happened was, you see, what happened was, I was thinking about back when we didn't have the update at all, and JP players were speculating as far as what this could be. I remember specifically thinking 73 Dragonstones is just way too good to be true. Turns out it was. So I'm very sorry about that. I decided, you know what, it's better to just delete the video, tank my numbers, than confuse the masses, which I'm sure the damage has already been done. But hopefully you guys see this video and you know that I am sorry. That is my bad. I definitely screwed that up. So apologies. You are only going to be earning however many stones you get at that level. So if you get to level 8 or higher, you will get 10 Dragonstones. Now, quickly, what I said in that video regarding how to gain XP on the pixel character: complete daily missions, consume stamina, and log into the game. The first two are very easy, but consuming stamina will take a lot of time. Also, you need to know that when it comes to consuming stamina, every 5 stamina you burn, you get 1 EXP point. You don't get 1 to 1, it is 5 to 1. So if you are doing 31-4, then you are burning 25 stamina. Consequently, you are gaining 5 XP, not 25. So how that works is basically you're going to have to do this a heck of a lot more to actually hit the max, because there are 12 levels. So it's a lot of work involved, but you have a whole month to do it. But one thing that I recommend is, aside from 31-4, which is obviously great because that's the best link leveling stage to do, 31-7 was marketed as a link level friendly stage where you have boosted rates. Granted, there's only one fight available, but the point is you can spend 25 stamina, only do one fight, therefore having a much quicker turnaround, and just keep grinding that same stage over and over and over to just burn the stamina faster while also still having decent link level rates. We've already talked about how I think in general most people will agree, most data miners, everybody agrees that 31-4 is the superior stage because there are 4 times as many fights for 25 stamina, which is a much better value. But for the sake of burning stamina, 31-4 is actually worse because it's going to take longer. This goes by faster. So little food for thought there. If you guys are having trouble trying to burn up stamina, using events like B-Pan and whatnot obviously help, but when you run out of that, this is going to be the next best thing. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. I'm sorry. Oh, also, Global got burst mode results, so that's cool. Anyway, now let's talk about the big news on the JP side of the game. So what is going on here? 3 Extreme Z areas are being smushed together and consolidated into one Mega Extreme Z area. The 3 events in question are Cooler and Meta Cooler, Super Android 13, and Lord Slug. These 3 stages, with their total, I think like 16, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12. So these total 12 stages are all going to be under one umbrella known as the Extreme Z area, the movies. Now, this is going to be starting on January 3rd, actually January 4th, 2024. Why is this happening? Probably because in that time slot, we are going to be getting a New Year's Dokkan Festival. Is it going to be dual Dokkan Festival? Is it going to be joint? None of those things are clear at the moment, but I think it is safe to say that it is going to be movies related. And this actually works great considering that last year in the same time slot, we had a joint celebration that had to do with movies, and we had movie related EZAs. January 5th, 2023, as this person notes, that was when we had the Extreme Z battles for Gogeta and Broly, which basically brings us back full circle. So could it be that we are going to potentially be receiving some Extreme Z areas for other movie type characters, maybe from Dragon Ball Super Broly, maybe from something else? Who knows? But I think it definitely has a lot of people thinking, and for good reason. Now, Dokkan, to be fair, has been known to do things for no reason, confuse people out of the blue. So there is always, you know, I guess a level of skepticism whenever it comes to this kind of thing, but this just seems too specific and too deliberate. Why are you doing this at this time? Why not do it right now? Why would you want to do it then? probably because Dokkan's about to make moves. I am of the mindset that we will be having a joint celebration, and my only rationalization for that is based on the fact that we just had 21. Out of nowhere, we had a joint celebration at the end of November. If they're going to do it here, in spite of the fact that we are still 3 Dokkan festivals behind, there is no reason for them to not continue that trend, considering the fact that Global and JP are going to be in full synchro at a certain point. So maybe what could end up happening is that the New Year's celebration ends up being a dual Dokkan festival joint with JP, and for Global, the New Year's Dokkan festival step up won't be the traditional step up, but will instead be a catch-up banner. That's just my little 2 cents here. I know my theory keeps changing, but you know, as with the times, everything just keeps changing the circumstances. So I think that could potentially be what we could be seeing, but that's not the point of this. The point of this is movies is going to be coming up. Could movies also have something to do with the 9-year anniversary? Perhaps. I don't know for sure, but let's just say my perfect world scenario is that we have Dragon Ball Super Broly as the New Year's joint Dokkan festival, and then for 9-year anniversary, we break the mold entirely. We forget about doing Goku, Vegeta type celebrations, and we have the 9-year anniversary be Beast Gohan. We get a true superhero celebration. Legends just got Beast Gohan. Breakers is about to get Beast Gohan if they don't already have it. Dokkan needs to get a true Beast Gohan. I think that would be a great way to bring everything back full circle, stemming from last year in 2023. So I think that actually works pretty well. Now, those aren't the only theories out there. Dragon Ball Super Broly is great. Superhero is great. Those are super movies, which actually does kind of lend credence to my theory that we could be seeing potentially a fusing of all of the Z movie Extreme Z areas. Maybe there's going to be another one for super movies, potentially. But the reason why I'm saying that these aren't the only ones is because if we consider EZAs as a thing, we do have this, right? So it would be foolish to not acknowledge the fact that the LR Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist Goku has been standing there like a fool for 6 years, wondering, am I ever going to get an EZA? Well, you know what? I think this seems like a great opportunity. If this unit were to receive an EZA, that could potentially mean that a New Year's celebration could be stemming around Wrath of the Dragon, which, in my honest opinion, as much as I hate to admit it, I think that would be pretty cool. I'm not the biggest Goku fan, but I do like celebrations getting to cover things that are not well represented. Wrath of the Dragon is not well represented. We don't have enough Tapion attention. We don't have enough Super Saiyan 3 Goku attention. We don't have any Hoi or Hirudegarns besides the one. So there needs to be more attention drawn to it. So if we were to get this, I would not be opposed to it. Keep in mind that this is not the only ancient LR that hasn't received an EZA. Shout out to Misaka on Twitter. We do have the Broly to consider. I think these are among the 2 oldest LRs out there. I don't know for sure. But these are obviously the ones that are colored here. We do have the Android 13 Dokkan Festival. That's not part of this at all. And then if we move ahead to 2020, Broly Chilai Lemo, another movie character, right? So I guess that kind of works in the context of superhero, or not superhero, Dragon Ball Super Broly. So there's a lot of reasons to think movies is definitely going to be coming up. I don't know if there's any reason to not think that at this point, but hey, if you have your own theories, if you have your own thoughts and speculations, feel free to share them in the comments down below. Is there something that I'm missing here not pertaining to Wrath of the Dragon, Legendary Super Saiyan, or any of the super movies? Could there be something else altogether? Now, this really doesn't have anything to do with it, I guess, but just to be fair, I do want to mention that Fortnite is doing another collab with Dragon Ball. This time they are bringing the full lineage of Cell and Frieza. So starting with the Bug Cell, I don't know in what capacity this works. I'm not a big Fortnite gamer, although I'd like to be. So we know with Cell and Frieza and their full evolution lines coming up, does this have any sort of clue as far as what's going to be coming up for New Year's, or perhaps what's going to be coming up for the 9-year anniversary? Just wanted to point that out there. And now the last thing that I want to talk about in this video is the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour update. Now, this is old news because this dropped, I think, almost a week ago. I didn't cover this specifically, so I wanted to mention in this video why this is relevant, because in this announcement, they do say in Los Angeles, which by the way, my hometown, this is going to be happening at the end of January. They are going to be having a time attack event for Dokkan. They have all the major Dragon Ball properties. This is basically Comic-Con for Dragon Ball. So if you guys are wondering what this is, it's basically that. It's like E3 Comic-Con for Dragon Ball. And in the Dokkan section, they talk about how there's going to be a time attack challenge. Now, if that sounds familiar, we had that happen last year at the JP fan meetup where they did. So yeah, Legends is getting on-site PvP, and then Dokkan is getting time attack challenge. JP fan meetup, you guys might remember, we had some pretty insane missions to complete speed battle with because of the people at that time attack challenge at the JP fan meetup. I think that there could be a situation coming up where there could potentially be a joint celebration for anniversary, or maybe even not. But at JP's 9-year anniversary fan meetup, they will set their times for the missions for JP. And then at this Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour, global players will be able to set up the time attack mission times for the global side. And then whenever global ends up getting the 9-year anniversary, whether it's joint or separate, they will adhere to the times that were given from the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour. That's my crazy theory. But the fact that they're marketing it as this, I think definitely seems like something like that. So that is pretty much all that I wanted to cover in this video. Again, apologies for not dropping a video yesterday, but hopefully I've caught you guys up to speed as far as all of this stuff. One last thing for global, I know people are a little bit confused and wondering what's going to be happening. Keep in mind that when we look back at year 6, which is the last most representative year when it comes to year 8, this right here, this is the Beat the Cold Winter Growth campaign. This is the Android 21 equivalent. So we are now a week into the Android 21 celebration. So after about a week, maybe a little bit more, we will then jump into the holiday celebration. So that's around December 14th. So if you're thinking, which I was thinking, we could be getting something earlier than that, it's not going to be the case, I don't think. We're probably going to get something around the start of when part 2 would be. But maybe around part 2, we will get the holiday stuff. Maybe it's a little bit later. So yeah, it might be a little bit slow for the next couple of days, but as soon as we find out more information, I will let you guys know. But also, we do have the 9-year anniversary, hubbub, all of the rumors starting to flow around. So if we have anything interesting to talk about, I will bring it to you guys, and I'll probably be doing a couple more live streams. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Put in the comments your thoughts on the theories out there regarding the movies. What sort of movie celebration would you want to see for New Year's for a 9-year anniversary? Do you want the New Year's celebration to be joint? Do you want JP to catch up before we do that? Or do you want JP to still hold on to some of these older Dokkan festivals for a few months longer? Let me know all of your thoughts, your theories, your crazy predictions in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let you know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.